What up, Langford family? All right, y'all. We back with another video. So we've been wanting to upload a video, but during this quarantine time and this virus that had broke out in the camp, like we've just been putting our focus on that, trying to remain safe and healthy and making sure we're social distancing, however you say that. Make sure we're doing that and just remaining in the house. So
today's video, because we haven't been dealing with it so long, so today's video is much more personal than our other videos. Personal.
We're gonna get into the nitty gritty.
So today's video, we get to share with you guys about how we met, our first time dating each other, us breaking up, everything that happened
some
between,
events that happened in between us,
some occurrences that took place,
and how we got back together
and got married.
So let's get into the video. All right, so who's gonna start first?
Ladies first.
When did I meet you? I say that I met Markel back in, what was it, 2009, 2010?
2009, like late 2009.
So we met back in 2009. So I was working at our church's daycare and he started going to our church and we became friends. So around that time, I did not at all. Not even
You're a liar.
Liked Markel.
Wow.
I didn't. I called him brother. Actually, he was my big brother at the time. We had a close relationship, but it was never on the level of us liking, well, me liking him. Apparently, he was liking me.
I liked her first.
Yeah, but at the time, I was 17, 16, and he was...
I was 19.
Yeah, so he wasn't trying to catch a case, so he had to wait till I became legal for us to be able, for him to shoot a shot.
Well, I mean, legally, I'm not a man until I'm 21.
But at the time, I was 17, you were 19. For one, my mom wasn't going for that.
Well, yeah, I'm sure that.
But yeah, you were technically legal, so we couldn't really date. Yeah. Fast forward to when we started dating. So, how about you take over?
Our first date was on Valentine's Day back in 2014.
But wait. Before you get into
our
first date, what happened for us to have our first date on Valentine's Day?
Woo! Gotta bring it back.
Back
down memory lane, I see. So, I bought another girl flowers and candy and stuff for Valentine's Day. And even though she took it, she threw the candy and stuff away and gave the balloon away to one of the kids at the job where I was working. So I was hurt. I was very heartbroken. I say that. And my brother told me about a girl.
We can mention his name. We can mention
my brother Prescott.
Prescott.
My brother Prescott. He told me about a girl who thought I was nice looking.
This when he started coming into manhood and he started being appealing to my eyes. So
yeah,
go ahead.
Because clearly I was a little man.
I didn't like Markel. Let's just say that.
It's fine. It's fine.
Okay,
it's
keep
fine.
going.
I'm glad I know this now. But anyway,
you've been through this.
Anyway, and I found it was Kiki. So end up calling her.
No, you didn't call me. Who called me?
Oh my God, my bishop called her. Bishop called her, asked her was she going to date with me, and she said yeah. And we went on a date. Went to Romano's Macaroni Grill. We're on a double date.
Which was very weird. I personally like double dates, but then again, I don't like double dates because then I feel like you have to compete with one another on a date.
And I don't think that way. I personally think double dates are cool. You get to hang out with somebody. I prefer double dates with somebody who's been married longer or
I mean,
older,
yeah, that. But when we was at that time, I felt like we was competing with the other couple that we was with. But that's beside the point. After our first date, you know, we started hanging out a lot more.
Yeah, I was at your house.
He came
all the time.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
My mom grew very fond of Markel instantly. He became her son instantly. They just bonded. So, but, okay. Fast forward.
Oh.
So we was dating for some months. We made it official. And at this time, I'm not gonna lie, when me and him were dating, I was still dealing with somebody else. And
the plot thickens.
Yeah, I was still dealing with somebody else. But it wasn't, you know how, yeah. I was dealing with somebody else, but I was still talking to Markel. But around my birthday of the year 2014, I made it, we made it official.
We made it official a few days before your birthday. I said that week before.
The week before my birthday. After my birthday celebration, I called Markel literally on my birthday and broke up with him.
Can you imagine how I felt after that?
So I broke up with him, but he talking about, imagine how he felt. The person that he gave the flowers to and the teddy bear and all that, he went back talking to that person after I broke up with him. So I kind of felt like he didn't care. So I started talking back to the other person that I was dealing with before me and him made it official. So skip ahead.
So yeah, I went back to the person who pretty much crushed my heart on Valentine's Day, and we dated for a while. And
so after we broke up, I started talking back to the person who I was talking to previously before Markel, and that didn't work out. Clearly, thank God. That didn't work out. You know, that person is doing what they're doing, or that person started doing what they wanted to do. It wasn't what I needed. So I decided just to take some time to be to myself and really learn what I wanted in a person that I wanted to date. At that time, I made like a vow with God, like I'm gonna be celibate until I find my husband. Fast forward to September. I contacted Markel and I was like, I want to talk. Like, can we sit down and talk? I got something that I want to tell you, you know.
If I'm not mistaken, I actually didn't want to hear nothing she was talking about.
He didn't. He was still mad. For one, he was mad for the minute. If grudge was a person, this was him.
But you can't blame me.
Next to the word
I liked you
in the dictionary. This was him.
Yeah,
grudge.
But you can't use it against me or hold it against me, because one, I liked you so much, and for you to do that to me on your birthday, like, happy birthday to me, I'm breaking up with you. Oh.
I mean, to be fair, the mental space that I was in at that point, I wasn't ready for a real relationship. I was still being played with the person that I was talking to. My mind was just messed up. If you want to be, if we're being honest, my mind was messed up. I wasn't prepared to be with somebody because Markel knew what he wanted from the jump. He knew he wanted to be married. He knew that he wanted long-term, you know, a long-term relationship.
I want a long-term relationship. I want to be with somebody who I can see, for myself, spending the rest of my life with.
And at that point,
family and whatnot and things like that.
And at that point in my life, I just turned 21. I wasn't ready for that, to be in a legit relationship. To be honest, if we being transparent, I was so used to being in dysfunction. When something solid came, it scared the crap out of me, to be honest. So at that point, I was not ready to take that next step or prepare myself to be a wife. Like, I wasn't ready. My mental was not ready to be that person. So I broke up with him. But fast forward to September, I had a time to really reflect on our relationship and how Markel treated me, and how the other dudes that I've dealt with how they treated me versus how he treated me. It was like, wow, this is what I actually want in a man. Like, no, he's not perfect, but like what I was dealing with prior with other people, like he was like the top of the list. So after I realized that during like 9 months that we weren't conversing, I reached out to him and I was like, hey, I want to talk. I got something to tell you, whatever the case may be. Basically, you never know what you got until it's gone. So I realized what I had once it was gone. And at this time, I contacted him when he was dating the person that he was dating. So basically, like he said, he didn't want to hear nothing that I had to say because A, I broke his heart. 2, he was already in a relationship with somebody else. So of course he wanted to be respectful to the person whom he was dating, but I still had to let him know. Yeah, I had to let him know how I felt.
So fast forward.
So after that, fast forward
to December. And actually, I'll say January, New Year's Day.
New Year's.
I decided to propose to the other girl on New Year's Day. And I did it at my church. She said yes, of course. And pretty much we was engaged, getting ready to get married.
They had a date and everything. Yeah. So how I found out about the proposal, because I wasn't in Minnesota that day that he proposed to the other girl. I look on Facebook and I see that he's engaged, and there's literally like post after post after post after post after post of videos and congratulations. And I'm like, well, what's going on? And in my head, I was like, okay, I just told this man not even a full 3 months ago how I felt about him. I expressed to him how I felt. But I'm like, okay, congratulations. Maybe that's what he wants to do. Maybe that's what he wanted to do at the time.
In my mind, I just know what I want. I want to be a married man. I want to be a husband. I wanted a wife. So that's kind of what I shot for at first.
So tell a little bit of your story, because I've been talking a lot. So
I'm gonna just be honest with you guys. It did not.
That's what we want to be real. We consider y'all the Langford family.
Y'all family. So we gonna be real with y'all.
We're gonna be real with y'all.
Once we got engaged and everything and so forth, it kind of went downhill from there. There was a lot of mental abuse, physical abuse. I was cheated on. My Lord. In my house.
Okay, you ain't gotta go that deep.
I'm just saying. Oh. But anyway.
Okay.
Okay. And I was just going through a lot of mental stuff because I felt like when you're with somebody, it shouldn't be that draining or that much abuse on your mind, because you want to be happy too. You can't just be one person being happy in a relationship. And I clearly felt like the other person wanted to be more happy and I was being miserable. So I was just going through it, and I just prayed. I just said, you know, God, if this is not the person for me, if I'm making a mistake, give me a sign. You know, God has never failed me yet. He always gave me a sign if I was doing something right or doing something wrong. And I just kept that prayer in me, just kept saying that prayer specifically. And after I prayed about it, and I was on Facebook, I got a little notification on Facebook.
Before
that, I clearly like broke up with the person I was with.
Okay.
I called it off. I said, you know what, I can't do it anymore.
I say, let's.
I said, you know what, I can't do it anymore.
You don't want to make it seem like I'm a homewrecker now.
Clearly, you're not.
Yeah,
but,
we don't. I mean, I'm just trying to put that out.
So I ended up texting the young lady.
I don't want to mess up no happy home.
I told the young lady, like, look, it's not gonna work out. You know, I want to be happy. I'm just done. I'm just calling everything off. I don't want to get married. I don't want to do anything because I feel like you don't appreciate me and the man that I am. And everything was done with that then. I was at home. My brother Prescott just got done talking to me. I told him that I ended up breaking up with the girl. And he just told me, Markel, just pray to God and just be happy. And I just said that prayer. I said, if it's not meant for me, give me a sign. Because I care about my sanity too. I care about my happiness as well.
Period.
And I went on Facebook to converse with somebody on Facebook, and I checked my notifications, and I had a little friend request from this lady right here. And which I was shocked because we haven't spoken to each other since 2015.
September. Since
September. So we haven't said anything to each other since. So I accepted a friend request, and we just started conversing a lot. I think we talked to each other pretty much
every day. And at that time, due to the fact, yeah, we did date prior. Yes, I've known him at this point a couple of years. So we were friends before anything, before we started dating. So we just became friends again. We started, you know. We started
hanging out, talking to each other. And
talking.
I really do think like God put us in those situations just to bring us to the point that we're at now.
Yeah.
We both went through some relationships that were
very toxic,
very unstable,
very strenuous
and mentally strenuous.
Yeah.
And I think God was just preparing us just to come back together as one and just be happy.
Yeah. I felt like he took, like he said, I felt like he took us through those situations to make us stronger and really know what it was that we wanted and what we didn't want in a relationship, and to also know what we deserved. And
he know we didn't want to be miserable. He wanted to be happy.
Yeah, what we deserved and what we, you know, what we needed out of a partner.
Started back talking and hanging out and stuff like that, and then
started back talking, and then
should we just tell him that
no, what?
That we moved in together?
Okay. We're going to be real. We moved in together around...
in mid of 2016.
No.
It was mid 2016.
It was like September. It was like September, October when you moved in.
It was like late. Yeah, it was like late August, early September.
No, it was like late September.
Actually, yeah, it was late September.
And during that time, Markel was trying to be my man's, but I kept telling him no because, granted, yeah, we started conversing right after he broke up with his ex-fiance. I didn't want to rush things.
And then for me, I still felt like I wasn't over her either, even though I broke it off.
Now he's expressing this. At first, when we started back talking, I was like, "Are you over her? Are you over her? Are you over her?" He was like, "Yeah." Which I know he wasn't. I know he was probably trying to get over her at the time.
So yeah, I wasn't over her completely. But like, I guess like once we started like, you know, being more serious, being more serious, still hanging out, still doing stuff together, you kind of forget about those things that cause you and cause your mentality and your physical and your mental. So we started dating in October 17th.
Yeah.
We made it official. We started dating in
October. Then we
dated for a year. October 20th of 2017. I decided to propose, and I was like, you know what? I know who I want. I actually got who I want, and You know, when you want somebody and you got what you want, you just don't.
How you do the crown?
The crown. When you got what you want, you know who you want. You don't want to throw it away.
Waste no time.
Or waste it. So, a year after us dating, I popped the question and proposed, and she said yes. And the following year in September, on the 2nd, we got married. We've been married for over a year. And I honestly, being real with you guys, I haven't felt this much happiness in my life. We're best friends, roasting partners. We even roast each other. Laughing partner, because we laugh at any and everything, which is, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but we do. But we can talk about anything, and I trust her a lot. She's a very honest person. She's a very respectful, selfless person, caring person. And that's quality is kind of hard to find in people these days. It's kind of hard to find a person who's caring, selfless, compassionate. So I think I found somebody who had those qualities. And I appreciate her. And one thing is, I will never take her for granted because I love her too much. Period.
Play with me if you want to.
She plays tough.
Play with me if you want to.
She plays a tough guy role, but she's not tough.
Yeah,
like that.
So that is, I don't know what you may heard, but that is the raw, uncut version of how we dated, broke up, dated again,
got
married. All right, y'all. So that is it for our storytelling of how we met, broke up, got back together, and got married. So hopefully during this quarantine time, we can be able to come with more videos and more chats and more story time. Because
y'all family, and we like to keep you guys informed and entertain you guys.
We're, for the most part, open books. Like, if you ask me something, I'm going to be real with you and I'm going to tell you. So we try to be open books. No, we're not going to go deep and, you know.
Definitely.
Super deep of you knowing our business, because that's our business. So. But
we still the type of people where we let you guys know some things or some experience that we might have went through.
Yeah, because maybe encourage somebody else who's going through the same situation. Maybe y'all dating, y'all broke up, y'all dating again, and then y'all just dating right now, planning on getting married. It works. I mean, sometimes things don't happen the first time. Sometimes you got to break up, get back together, and do it again.
Sometimes you got to go through some things.
You got to go through some things. Come on.
So
we were actually thinking about doing a giveaway. So watch this video. Make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, share it with everybody that you know, because it could be money prize. It could be perfume. It could be a purse. It could be some shoes. It could be a shirt. It could be anything. Yeah. That's the mystery of the giveaway. So
make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share.
With everybody. Share with your church. Share with your groups that you in. Share with everybody. The most shares is going to be the winner. So
whoever shares this video the most
will be the winner.
Have a prize coming to you.
That is all it for this video. We hope that you enjoy this video.
You got the raw and uncut.
You got the raw and uncut version of the Langford.
Like we said earlier, be sure to watch, like, comment, and subscribe. And also click those notification bells of any more upcoming videos.
All right, y'all. So that is all it. We love you guys so much. We really appreciate y'all watching and tuning in to us. We appreciate the support. All right, y'all. We love y'all so much. Make sure y'all stay safe and healthy during this quarantine time. Until next time, see you when I see you. Peace.